y'all, it's Liz. I'm trying to knock out some videos here. This title is going to be, I'm not sure what to call it. A burp scares me. Scares me. Scares me. So let me just go ahead and get into this. And I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's kind of long and complicated. But I am going to just give you some points here. It's a young lady who is friends with a 19-year-old. They had been to school together. He enlisted in the Marines. He is 19 and he wants to be a dad. I'm kind of confused about the letter, but I don't believe that he has a girlfriend. But my subby and him are friends. They're not really close friends, but they are friends. And they do text each other every now and then. But he had called her and they were talking and stuff. And, you know, he had said that he wants kids. He's 19. He wants to be a dad. He was a little lonely, starting to get that little depressed feeling. He's going to be going to Afghanistan very soon. Give him a high five for us, you know, and tell him thank you. Thank you. But it says here, whenever they do talk, he seems like he's in a much better mood at the end of the conversation. And that's a great thing because you are a friend to him. And he does call you for, you know, support and advice. And that's cool. But you're only 18, he's 19. The thing is, it says here, could there have been any better advice that I could have given him? What do you say to a 19-year-old Marine who wants to be a dad because he's afraid he's going to die young? I want to know if you think I said supportive and helpful things to him because above all else, I care about him and I care about what's going to happen to him. I think you did fine. You did a fine job by talking to him. When it's funny how, you know, we could talk to somebody and they can bring us from our lowest points and make us feel like somebody. And apparently that's what you have done. As far as this young man wanting to have kids at 19, because he's afraid he's going to die. I think that's, and that's just being honest, I think it's very selfish of him to think this way. You know, let me have, I want kids because I know I'm going to die. You know, I'm going to war and I know I'm going to die. Why would anyone in their right mind, right frame of mind, want to bring a child into this world and they're not going to be there to take care of it, love it, nurture it, support it? What he should do is, you know, he should talk to people that's in his troop that know of people who have given their life in this war, who have never had gotten a chance to hold their newborn baby. Or talk to this 8-year-old whose father had went to war and never returned. And how devastating that could be on a child. Why would you ever think it's okay to want a child at 19 because you're afraid of dying? You're afraid that you're going to die and you're not going to have anything. What are you going to leave behind? And you as a friend to him should tell him. That's very, very selfish. Why would you want to bring a child into this world and you're not going to be there to love it and nurture it? Why? That baby will be lost. there's a lot of children who have lost their parents, young babies, from the brave men and women in 9/11. You know, how many of those little kids have to grow up without their mommy or their daddy? How about the child who parents drops them off at school and the parents gets killed in a car accident on the way to work? I personally feel like that's very, very selfish of this young man to want to bring a child into this world knowing that there's a possibility that he will never be there to raise it and love it. Life is not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed to us. But I think for him to be on a different level would make it a little bit more feasible to understand. You know, if he was married and his wife got pregnant. But to be 19 and not married and want to bring a child into the world because he's afraid he's going to die without leaving something behind because he says, I do want kids one day. Well, then so be it. I think that's a great thing. But let's go about it the right way. You know, let's make sure that we found the love of our life and that, you know, we have planned this beautiful pregnancy and we have a beautiful child. And God willing, you know, I mean, if it's your time to go, doesn't matter if it's you, me, or anybody else. We can't run. We can't hide. When it's our time to go, we are going to go. As far as what you have said to him, I say that you're a great friend to be this supportive of him. And with that being said, I think he's afraid, he's scared. And what 19-year-old wouldn't be? Going over to this country and fighting this war. My thing is to tell him to keep his head on straight. You know. And we're all going to pray that he makes it back. That's all we can do. But as far as him having kids, you might want to tell him, look at all these women who were pregnant when their spouses went over to fight this war. And their child was born and their spouses have never returned and never will. Because they were killed in the line of duty. Tell them, please don't be selfish like that. By thinking, you know, I need to have kids before I die. He's too young. He needs to live his life and know that, you know, while he's over there fighting this war, he needs to keep his head on straight. And he's going to need the support and love from friends and family just like you. You continue to be in his corner. You continue to raise him up until he comes home. That's what you do. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep up the good work. And tell him that the Price family, we appreciate him. We appreciate all he's doing and for putting his life on the line every day for us so that we can sleep at night. All right? Well, if you guys have anything you want to add, please do so. And I'm sorry if I, you know, was a little hard on him as far as being selfish, but that's a terrible, you know, load to hoe as far as having a 19-year-old who talks about having babies because he's afraid he's not going to make it back. You know. Just keep the faith. Keep your head up. And, you know, can't wait for you to get back to the States. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. And baby girl, you're doing a good job. You just hang in there with your friend and continue to give him the support and love that he needs. Because you are a friend. All right. Deuces, y'all. Bye.